I was hurt and I was devastated, and here I am, a Christian, and my life is a total mess. The pain that I had put our sons in, I didn't realize at that time what I was doing to them. They constantly heard Mom and Dad always argue and fighting. They saw us leaving, slamming doors, and here we're serving the Lord as well. Even though we've accepted the Lord, Gregg and I were very headstrong. We're very stubborn people. I was trying to change him. He was refusing to want to be changed. He had his own agenda. I had my own agenda. So we were constantly battling each other, arguing and fighting, at the same time saying that we're Christians and we're doing what the Lord wants us to do. So our marriage was kind of a little bit on the rocky side. And we would actually argue with one another and then have a Bible study and try, put on the smiley face and say everything's, hunky-dory. And at one point, our oldest son even told us, Mom, because I love you and I love Dad, but the two of you together, I hate. We try to work things out, and we're doing the best we can. Still the same thing, that part of our life didn't settle down any. Gregg moved to Indy, and he had no intentions of spending his life with us anymore. He was basically wanting to be on his own.
We had talked and we had decided to get a divorce, and that's when I started dating another woman. So she ended up staying in Ohio, and I was in Indianapolis, and I'd been with this woman for some time now, and we were considering getting married. I thought that that's what I should do, that I should just go ahead and marry her. And one night I got on my knees to pray, and I'd never really used these words before, but that particular night, for some strange reason, at the end of my prayer, I said to God, not my will, but your will. And that was it. I got up the next morning, and from the moment I woke up, I knew I could not marry her, that I had to get back with Rosa.
So when Gregg started talking to me, and he said he wanted to get back together again, I told him no, I wasn't interested. Then he went ahead and told me the story, how he prayed and asked God for direction. He told me, well, God said I needed to come back to you. I listened, and I told him, well, I don't love you anymore. And he said, I have enough love for the both of us for right now. He said, in due time, you'll learn to love me again. And I was listening to the 700 Club, and that gentleman said, there's someone out there that needs to hear this. You know what the right thing to do is. And even though I feel like I knew what the right thing was, which was getting back with Gregg, I didn't want to get back with him. But I also knew I had a strong desire to want to please God. And I wanted more of God than anything. And if it meant to go back with my husband to be with God, then I was willing to do that sacrifice. So we started kind of dating again. And as we were dating, and I still felt like I said, Lord, I need another confirmation. So out of the clear blue, my mother tells me, you and Gregg need to get back together again. She said, you have 3 kids, no one's going to want you with 3 kids. So it kind of was hurtful the way she said it, but at the same time I knew that was a confirmation, and so I knew it was okay. During that time, he had to iron things out of our stubborn will, because we were both very stubborn, we were both self-centered, we both wanted things our way, and we had to go through a lot. I felt like, how could God even love someone like me because of everything that I have done? We had anger, we had bitterness, we had infidelity, unforgiveness. We were judgmental, and he never did let us go. Looking back, he did hear my prayers. He was always there. It was me that wasn't allowing him into my life fully and completely. In March of '94, Gregg and I decided to get married again. I could say today that I'm probably more in love with him today than I was when I married him.
Same here.
We are the Richleys.
and our story isn't over.